rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Ball to James. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country.
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Dallas. Subbing in for the Lakers, number 14, Brandon Ingram.
The jumper's off the mark. Spinning shot won't fall.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Kuzma. They get it down to Ingram. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head him.
Dallas has it. To Harrison Barnes. Here comes the screen. Barnes against the great shot blocker, Chandler. Harrison Barnes. He's now 5 for 6.
A couple of years ago, Harrison Barnes was one of those potential guys when he played with the Golden State Warriors. But he's really came into his own and found his stride as a solid NBA player playing the last 2 years for the Mavericks. He's developed a strong all-around game, averaging 19 points per game last season.
Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. To go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Screen coming. Kuzma. Lets it fly from long range. And the rebound taken in by Dallas. To Matthews. Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Matthews. Barnes to Matthews. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Here's Barea. Looking to make something happen to Barnes. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
From the outside, no good. Here's Barea. Leads just a point to Harrison Barnes. Short jumper off the mark. To Kyle Kuzma. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. To Matthews. That's no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
2 points. The assist from number 2.
Mavericks with the possession to Barnes. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. Here's Barea. Down by 1. To Harrison Barnes. Oh, it's blocked by Ingram.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
I got him.
Barnes. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
In the first quarter.
Can't connect from in close. Got toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Matthews. Shot from the lane, won't go. To Kyle Kuzma.
Big pick right there.
Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. Give him 2 points. High percentage. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Shot from in close, no good. Across the timeline comes James. Up by 3. That's going to be out of bounds. Jay, he's the one that got away. But why is DeAndre Jordan now right for Dallas?
Because he wants to be there. If you remember Dallas courting him back in the summer of 15, he actually committed to them verbally. And in a calamitous and an emoji-filled turn of events, Jordan actually changed his mind, spurning Dallas to stay in L.A. It's good to see both sides have reconciled, and now Jordan to be the pillar and the franchise down low on the blocks for the Dallas Mavericks.
Smith now into the front court. 5-point game. To Luka Doncic. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Luka Doncic.
Hey, talk to me.
Down low to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Alonzo controls the offense. James knocked loose. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
New blood coming in for both sides.
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Subbing in for number 41, entering the game.
Smith to Luka Doncic. Cleans it up. Rejected by McGee.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go.
And would you like to be in the lead? Of course you would. But still, I like the fact that you got an open shot. Eventually, those will start going in.
Into the front court comes Smith. They trail by one. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
James. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Nowitzki goes to the left side. Doncic to Dennis Smith Jr. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Nowitzki. Dirk delivers. They've been trying to figure this guy out for 20 years, and it's still not working.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, it's rejected by Jordan.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
LeBron James gets a look. Can't hit. Smith into the front court. Down just a couple. To Nowitzki. Smith, deep left corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Stuffs it down with authority.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And he finishes at the rim.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Doncic to Nowitzki. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Here comes the screen. Smith to Luka Doncic. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
For the Los Angeles Lakers,
Can't connect on the first free throw. Misses the second as well. Mavericks with the basketball. Smith to Luka Doncic. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Has a chance. Kuzma can't connect. Smith with the basketball. Down a point to Luka Doncic. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Screen coming.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Curling inside. And
Whoa! Get that out of here!
message sent, Jay.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Kuzma. Why even try that time?
I'm gonna start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Knocked loose. Nowitzki to Luka Doncic. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. To James. Saved it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Caldwell Pope. Scores from the post.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession now.
Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. To Jordan. Doncic. Fires the three. Not going down here. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Luka Doncic. Screen coming. Doncic to Nowitzki. Shot clock winding down. Jumper's good.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. James. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's rebounded by the Mavericks. To Luka Doncic. Jordan. To Barnes. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Caldwell Pope to James. Beyond the arc for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Fires the three. Not that time. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Ed, I have to be real here, and it pains me to say this, but DJ has not been the same without CP3. Now look, he's still going to gobble up boards on both ends of the floor and give you high percentage buckets around the rim. So this is what you need to do as a defense. If he catches the ball too deep, hack a Jordan. Send him to the free throw line. Force him to make it from there. If not, force him to catch the ball on the perimeter, outside his pocket of confidence. And if you're able to box him out and not give him second chance points, you'll probably make him an ineffective player.
Los Angeles, they have it. Turns and slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Oh, they called the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Defensive foul to the
Barnes.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the final.
Doncic to Harrison Barnes. Smith shot, no good.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Smith with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. Dirk Nowitzki. He's 3 for 7.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Down to Chandler. Finish that. Barnes to Nowitzki. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Here comes the screen. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. They'll let him fly from half court. The quarter comes to an end. The Mavericks have the lead.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
That's going to be...
Stepping in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 14, Brandon Ingram. Subbing in for Dallas, number 13.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Dennis Smith Jr. at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 69% at the line. 2 for 2 on that trip. Ball with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Trying to cash in. And the rebound comes down to Dallas. Smith now into the front court. His team up by 7. Dennis Smith Jr. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot in.
I told you the screen would come.
For 3. And it's Jordan there for the rebound. Cashes in for 2.
My only concern with DS Jr. is that he needs to find an identity beyond being a highlight dunk waiting to happen. We've seen this before with guys like Vince Carter, who have had that much talent and also happen to possess a 48-inch vertical. You heard me correctly, a 48-inch vertical. Now, that can be tough to break through being a one-trick pony, especially when people try to keep you in that box forever.
Doncic to Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Well, some players just have that innate ability to let the game reveal itself. And that's the patience that Doncic has. He also has the height at 6'8". He can see over smaller defenders to make that easy pass.
To Beasley. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Lonzo Ball can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. To Ball. Dallas with the possession. Nowitzki knocked loose. Lakers have it. Throws it down.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Nowitzki to Luka Doncic.
Remaining in the 3rd quarter.
To Jordan. Gets a look. Can't hit. And scores. Strong take.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Into the front court comes Smith. Up a dozen. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Free throw good. A 3-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Smith to Luka Doncic. Dirk Nowitzki, now 4 for 9.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Oh, the spin to set up the dunk. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Doncic to Dennis Smith Jr. And the Lakers have the rebound. Ball into the front court. His guys down by 9. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Smith to Luka Doncic. Smith to Luka Doncic. From long range is good.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, "Are you sure you want to give me the ball here?"
Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball.
Here I come. Here I come.
19-footer at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Mavericks are in the driver's seat. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the...
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Dallas. Subbing in for LA, number 7, JaVale McGee.
Can't connect. Oh, and a putback.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
LeBron into the front court. His guys down big.
Here coming left. Left.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Doncic. To Dennis Smith Jr. The drive right to the basket. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Doncic to Barnes. And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Harrison Barnes, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. LeBron with it up top. Down a bundle. 4-3. It's Doncic with the board.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Caldwell Pope. To James. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Got it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Smith into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Well, you can't do that.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Doncic to Harrison Barnes. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Down for McGee to James. Lets it fly from long range. You give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the three.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Wide open look won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
The shot rejected by Doncic.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Short jumper won't fall. The shot rejected by James. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Dallas owns the basketball. Smith to the basket, but it stays out. To James. Count the basket at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. To James. Add 2 points to the board.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Won't go. Smith with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. The victory to the Mavericks as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.